Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very important update here on price action of Bitcoin. As we can see guys, Bitcoin bounced off after testing the support which we had from this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line and even the support from this monthly S1 line. And now the question here is, will this trend continue higher? Will this trend head towards to break the key line of resistance which we have around 70,000, or is it going to turn out into a fake out and price after some sideways movement is going to follow this dead cat bounce type of trading pattern or descending triangle? What to expect next for Bitcoin? Today in this video, we are going to dive deep into each and every scenario. So before I do that, I want you guys to do me a favor and quickly destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, like always, to those individuals who have not claimed this free 200 USDT position airdrop from Bybit, then I suggest you guys to check the video description, because Bybit right now is providing around free 200 USDT futures position airdrop, either Bitcoin USDT position, Ethereum USDT position, or Solana USDT position. All the links are in the description down below. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to grab this opportunity. Now, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin here in a different time frame, I mean in a 4-hour time frame using different scenario, you can see guys, price of Bitcoin looks like following this bump and run reversal pattern. According to this bump and run reversal pattern, this here was our lead in phase, right? This here was our lead in phase. Now, after the lead in phase, we had this bump phase. You can see bump phase. And what do we have after this bump phase? Price heading towards this falling trend line, this key line of resistance, which right now is looked as one very important line of resistance. But if this key line of resistance gets broken, then you can see guys, we could be slowly preparing ourselves for a new uphill run. Yes, you heard that correctly guys. If the price in the medium short term is going to break out from this key line of resistance, flip that into support just like in this example here, right, like this, then we are expecting the price of Bitcoin after that to show another bullish move before, right, choosing a trend duration. Because I have been very clear with you guys, there is a very high probability of price testing 70,000 one more time before deciding the actual trend duration. And if that plays out, then you can see parallelly the price of Bitcoin will also follow this falling wedge. Falling wedge is a bullish continuation pattern, and if you look at this carefully, you can see guys, the upper trend line previously acted as a resistance, lower trend line acted as support. But if you look at it right now, we are clearly above it, and after breaking the resistance from this falling wedge, the upper trend line, you can see the price of Bitcoin is turning bullish. And that is another reason why once the price breaks out of this key line of resistance, this falling trend line, then this here will be another continuation like this. I mean, price slowly, right, slowly heading towards this 70,000 before deciding the actual trend duration. Because we have found out it's not just only this falling wedge, it's not just only this pump and run reversal pattern, but even this descending broadening wedge is pointing us that once we flip this resistance, I mean the upper trend line resistance or this falling trend line resistance, we will be also breaking out from this trend line. I mean, this will be a breakout from this descending broadening wedge. And in the past price action, we found out after testing the support from this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, after breaking the resistance from this descending broadening wedge, the price of Bitcoin started showing impulsive move. And in our case, you can see we also came back to test the support from this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, just like from this past price action. Right now, if we can flip this key line of resistance, the upper trend line resistance to support, then we are expecting another continuation to play out here like this. Price heading towards the 70,000 area before deciding the trend duration. So that is another reason why I was also shouting on top of my lungs that if the price in the medium short term is going to form another distribution phase, I mean, not a reaccumulation phase, but a distribution phase, you can see there is a very high probability of price testing the resistance here around 70,000, even higher, to form this upper thrust in phase B before right, before starting with an actual corrective move like this. So bearish, bullish, you can see both are pointing us that before choosing an actual trend direction, first there is a probability of price testing the resistance or price heading towards this upper thrust before we choose an actual trend duration. So this is another reason, according to Wyckoff, that if the price in a bigger picture remains over 60,000, it will be resulting in furthermore impulsive move here like this, testing the upper thrust area before deciding the trend duration. So that is another reason why I want you guys to be careful not to be overly bearish, even though we might have lost some of the key line of support. I have been very clear, as long as the bigger picture support remains over 60,000, there is nothing to worry about. And even if you look at this leading indicator, CPR indicator, we bounced off after testing the support from this monthly S1 line. You can see we found support at this monthly S1 line, but what must the price of Bitcoin do until we end this month of April? We must slowly find support above this CPR line, which is again going to be around 70,000. This 70,000 is very, very important, and this 70,000 must be flipped into support if we want to see another bullish continuation playing out like this. I mean, since couple of months, you can see the price of Bitcoin has clearly been forming an ascending CPR. Ascending CPR, you can see ascending CPR higher than the previous one, only gets formed when the price is preparing itself for a new uptrend. This month of April, even though this is an ascending CPR, if the price of Bitcoin fails to find proper support above this monthly CPR lines, above 70,000, then this could be a sign of weakness. In that case, we must be prepared for a new descending CPR, because if the price closes below, monthly candle closes below 70,000, it is going to result in a descending CPR here like this for the month of May. And you know, descending CPR only gets formed when the price is preparing itself for another downtrend. So that's why it's very, very important that we find support about this CPR line at any cost until the month ends. Now, beside this example, even according to this rising wedge, I showed you this on my previous video, even though this rising wedge is a bearish continuation pattern, wait until we break below this 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci line before looking for any opportunity. And now you can see the reason why. Even though this is a bearish continuation pattern, you can see after testing this golden pocket, the price started bouncing off it. So now if this here is going to turn out into another continuation like this, price heading towards this 70,000 before deciding the trend duration, then you can see this U-shape recovery or V-shape recovery, which we have been talking since days, will be also playing out perfectly. So that is another reason why we need the price of Bitcoin to slowly turn this into a permanent support, right, above 62, 63,000, and then slowly form a new impulsive move to break the resistance which you have from this bump and run reversal pattern, and even the resistance from this descending broadening wedge. Because once we do that, guys, the price of Bitcoin in a daily time frame parallelly could be also forming a bull flag type of formation, where we could be getting attracted around the upper trend line, which is going to be again around 70,000 before deciding the actual trend duration. And now you can see this is another reason. This is another reason why I'm expecting the price after some range bound, after some bearish move, to continue this up to at least around 70,000 before deciding the trend duration. So all eyes are around this 0.5, 0.61 Fibonacci line. If you remain above that range, that means there is a very high probability of this playing out as a bump and run reversal pattern, price following this descending broadening wedge pattern. But now, let's be realistic. I mean, price is showing weakness. Yes, we have also started to form lower highs, but if you look at it carefully, since we found out we have support around 62, 63,000 and price is also above it, right, we have to be a little bit careful before shorting the market. I mean, if you are looking for any short opportunity, I definitely suggest you to wait. Even though this might look like a dead cat bounce type of formation, ABC reversal pattern, doesn't matter, getting rejection on the 0.5, 0.61 Fibonacci line, right, resulting in another continuation pattern, please wait until we fail this support which you have around 62, 63,000 in the medium short term, and even the support which you have around monthly time frame 60,000. As long as the price remains above that area, please do not jump into any short trade, because it could still show a continuation like this. I mean, price remaining above some key line could still turn the scenario upside down. So that's another reason why I suggest you guys to simply zoom out if you have any doubt, because price remaining over 62, 63,000 in the medium short term, remaining over 60,000 in bigger picture, means bulls have not been defeated yet. So please use proper risk management, proper position sizing if you are looking for any trading opportunity. So guys, these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. And also a friendly reminder to those individuals who have not claimed this free 200 USD futures position airdrop from Bybit, then I suggest you guys to check the video description, because Bybit right now is giving around free 200 USD futures position airdrop, either Bitcoin USD position, Ethereum USD position, or Solana USD position. All the links are in the description down below. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to grab this opportunity. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.